Show. Here we are with another episode, an interview with Eric Sleeper. How you doing, Eric?
Yo, doing great. How you boys doing?
You're just good. We're having a couple drinks here.
Yeah.
I'm like 4 or 5 gins in.
Right on.
Usually I'm drinking Jim Beam, but it's gin tonight.
I'm on my fourth whiskey.
Classy.
Yeah. Well, I have to be. I have to be classy with my.
Yeah, you got to
PBR.
keep it classy.
Yeah. And what are you drinking? You said you were drinking a Voodoo
I am
Ranger?
drinking a Voodoo Ranger. I really like skulls, and I saw Skull on the can, and I like IPAs, and I was like,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
let's,
actually a really good drink, by the way.
yeah, it's very
Not-
good.
Well, yeah, because you're drinking it.
Yeah, I love IPAs. Anything
So do
IPA, I enjoy.
Yeah,
I'll do double IPAs, triple IPAs, quadruple
yeah.
IPAs if they have them. Never had one, but I'd have one if it exists. So
I'm a big fan
There
of
you go.
Dogfish.
That's your next beer.
What?
Quadruple IPA.
yeah.
I make my own beer, so I
Oh, nice.
thing I do besides this.
That's all you do is this and beer.
This and beer. I don't do life.
How long is that process? Because you got to ferment it, you got to do all like a whole
Oh, that's
bunch.
It's 1 to 2 months.
Yeah,
I mean, like to
Yeah.
actually
It's not even
to
2
actually
months.
brew the beer, like
Yeah.
doing the boiling and all that. It's like what, maybe an hour to 2 hours, something like
probably
that.
about 2 hours.
Yeah.
If you're doing like an all grain and shit, like that's probably about a 2 hour thing.
But-
Going straight from the grains.
But yeah, to let it sit and ferment, it's like 1 to 2 months, depending on the type of beer you're making.
Yeah.
Is it easy to mess up? And have you ever made a batch where like this is terrible?
Oh fuck
Like
yeah!
this is
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I was about to say, I was like, I would definitely
Honestly,
fuck that
though,
up.
I don't
Like,
think you've
there's
ever
no
fucked up
doubt.
a batch like to the point where it's like you
It's
fucked
not
up something.
drinkable?
Well,
No.
like, you fucked up something in the recipe, and it's just more or less like you tried something new and it
Experimental.
wasn't good.
Yeah.
Like he didn't screw up and like it got infected and got a nasty flavor or anything. It's just like he tried flavors that just didn't work.
Yeah.
But enough about us, Eric Sleeper. I'm just gonna call you your full name.
I love it.
So, dude, we were listening to your music, and it's great, dude. I love the lyrics. I love the melody of it. Where did this? First off, where are you from? New York?
Yeah, so I was born in New York, but I'm a Jersey boy now. So
Okay.
I'm in
Jersey.
yeah, New Jersey boy. So
Yeah.
yeah, I've been out here for like 10 years or so, but yeah,
Where are you
it's
from originally?
cold. It's freezing here. It's hell. I
Oh,
always say
fuck.
Jersey in February is
We're
is
in Chicago, man.
oh yeah, well that's
It's-
yeah. So you feel the pain, but
yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
So you've been there 10 years, and like, so how did music come to you, and like, what brought to you to do this? And it's just you,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, so basically it's I almost think of it like a Nine Inch Nails kind of project, right? Where like Trent Reznor, he like puts everything together, he arranges it, and then like when he goes to play live, he has, a bunch of people up with him, but he's the one like doing everything. So that's kind of what it is. It's a lot of pressure on me, but I arrange everything, bring it to the studio, I do the bass, guitar, vocals, and I
Oh
have a
wow.
friend who drums for me. He's the producer. So besides the drums, it's basically all me.
Damn.
Um,
So you do
so yeah.
everything else besides drums.
Yep,
Fucking A,
yep.
dude.
It's a
Damn.
lot of work. And I'm doing that tomorrow. I'm stoked on it. It's
So you're recording at like a recording studio, or?
yeah. It's the one that I've been going to. It's uh Backroom Studios in Rockaway.
Okay.
Um, so it's yeah, it's a sick spot, man. But yeah, I love music. For me, like it was always an escape as a
Yeah.
kid. Like you just go like I had an acoustic, that was my first guitar. So I would just go to my room, shut the door, play my guitar, and just like go into my own space.
Yeah.
And to me, that was everything. Like that's what music is about for me. Because
100%.
it's gonna be there like in your best days, your worst days, that guitar is gonna be sitting there.
Yeah.
Just like this one, just like this baby right here,
Yeah, I was
So
just I'm
yeah.
looking at that. Is that your main
Yeah, it's
main
my
one that?
main.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it. Before that I was a Strat guy. So I was like, oh, I'll play a Strat till I die. Like I was one of those riders. and
Strat's
like
a good guitar
fuck
too.
fuck Gibson, you're wasting your money and all that. But yeah, I picked this up and it just felt right. And like I'd seen Tony Iommi play this.
Uh-huh.
I believe it was this model, and I was like, I want that. I want it in black. And yeah, it's pretty sick
That
guitar.
that's your baby there.
Yeah, that's my baby.
Nice. So and you your lyrics. Now let's
Yeah.
dive into that because
Yeah, yeah.
when I listen to a song, I don't know if you do this, Matt, but like I dissect the shit out of everything.
Nice.
And I know your new song that you just I think it was just released, right? That was
Yeah,
just
Ron, yep.
released.
One thing to know is when we were in a band together back in high school, he's the singer.
Yeah,
Right.
I was the singer
Nice.
and the lyricist.
I played
Shut
Nice.
your lips.
I played bass in the rhythm section, whatever you want to call it. I listen more to the music than the lyrics typically. Lyrics
Yeah.
come secondary to me. Like I do
You were in
listen
the
to lyrics.
pocket on the
Yeah.
bass. Yeah.
Yeah.
I listen to lyrics, but it's like secondary to me. I listen to the music first. So like one thing I noticed with
Yeah.
like some of your songs is they're very well layered. I love hearing all
Yeah.
the different layers
Yeah,
of
you were
instruments and shit.
saying
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
So like he's talking about like the lyrics, but like that's not the first thing I look at. So it's like everyone's got a different view of
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, the harmonies and stuff, like I put a lot into that. And also, I use like synth. We put a lot of different layers on top. And when it comes to music, what you think is just one track is like 10, and
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
just there's so much stuff that's put into it. But yeah, I love doing that. I love harmonizing over my own stuff and just like I just think it's cool. And you kind of just go along with the process. If it sounds right, you leave it, think on
Yeah.
it for a day, scrap it, or be like, yeah, it sounds pretty cool.
I'm liking it. So what made you Magnolia is your new song, right?
No, it's
Oh
uh
shit.
it's Run.
Is it Run?
Run.
No, you're
Yeah,
wrong. You're wrong. No,
it's Run.
You know
no,
what? It's just
not right.
it's not there. It's not there.
Oh wait, Run's the one that we were
The ones when we were
Ah,
earlier, yes.
maybe it was Run.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
then
that was the one that was like
It's not updated on your Bandcamp.
you are right about
oh,
you're
you
right
want to
about
know
your own
why? Do you
songs.
want to know why? Because that Bandcamp is for what happened is people were asking for all my old crap. I took it down, right? Like I took all of it down because I was like, I'm just ready to start anew. I'm going to the studio. But some people kept asking me, they're like, I want that song. Like I want to hear that song. So I was like, okay, here's my Bandcamp. And I sent that link. So
I
that's like a
gotcha.
secret, it's almost like a secret link to like old stuff. But all my new stuff is on my Spotify.
Spotify.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, then
Yeah,
we were
that's my bread and
We
listening.
were
butter,
listening to
man.
Run earlier.
That
Yeah.
was Run.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you beat me.
That's cool though. Hey, you're listening to the old the
I
Oh
when I
was
yeah.
when I was acoustic, you were listening to that. That's cool,
Yeah,
man.
dude.
So
When we interview artists and bands, we listen to them a while back, so we can
yeah.
kind of get a gist of their music.
That
And
was the birth. That what you like that Magnolia was like the beginning. And I was
okay.
like, all right, I'm gonna take this to the studio. And
Oh,
we're gonna do this thing legit and like I'm not gonna care and I'm gonna just like say what I want kind of deal.
that's
So
awesome.
yeah.
So then Run, okay. And what? So tell me more about the lyrics. Like, what were you like? What kind of headspace were you in at that time? What kind of like?
Yeah.
What was that about?
I think it was kind of about the constant need for something, the need to be something, to become something. And I think like a lot of my music is about the fact that a lot of that to me is just a lie. Like I just don't buy into it. And I think it's more about like finding out who you are, like rather than like quote unquote making it. Like finding your true self and like all of that. So I would say that's what that song's about, like kind of running away and like the lyrics in the run, fight, or they'll give you a lobotomy. Like some people never really find themselves, right? Like they just
Yeah,
do what their friends want them to do, right? Like you're never exploring that, or you're becoming a result of somebody else, then you become that. And you're like, what the hell did I just do? Like I'm fake, you know? So
yeah,
I think it's a lot of the song is about that. Like you don't want to be what's his name? Uh like Jack in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, right? You don't want to be
Oh
like
yeah, yeah.
brain dead.
Yeah.
You don't like that's like I kind of used a little bit of that, but like you don't want to be that guy and like just not be your own person. So
That's awesome. So when you create the music,
yeah,
what comes to you first? Because when I always created music, like I know it was always like, sometime it would actually be a lot of guitar first, and then I would kind of write the
yeah,
lyrics over that. Is that
love that.
is that what you do, or do you come up with lyrics and then kind of put a melody behind that?
So right below my feet right now, I got this looper. It's like a six
Yep. Okay.
channel, seven channel looper. It's an RC 300. I love that thing. So I start with guitar. That's just what works for me.
Yeah.
Like I have a lick, I loop that lick, and then I like it. I'm like, okay, that's the verse. Then I create another track for the bridge, and I create another track, and then I'm like, all right, these add up. But a lot of it comes from licks on the looper.
Yeah. Okay. And then so then you'll kind of go back if you like record something and you have an idea, you'll put it on the looper.
Yeah, so I'll put it on the looper and save it, almost like a voice memo on your phone,
Yeah,
and you
right.
can go back to it.
Right.
But like that's not the final result. That's just like the before I even create the demo for it.
It's just
Like you
your
just
thoughts. Record it. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. So like I just test stuff. Some stuff sounds like ass, and some stuff sounds good. But yeah, I just kind of mess around, and if I like something, I'm like, okay, let me take out my like pen and pad and like just sit on this like loop for like 20 minutes and like just write,
Yeah.
and that kind of thing. So it kind of comes across that way, or like I'll think something out loud and I'll say it and I'll be like, all right, I'm going with that. Like
You,
I don't question
yeah.
anymore, you
Do you
know?
ever have like something like that you'll record and then it'll kind of be, sitting in the back burner for,
Yeah,
weeks, months, and then you'll be like, "You know what? I actually I got something for that." And then go back to it.
I don't think I do. Because I'm constantly, that's the thing. Like for me, I'm constantly on to the next thing. Like my mind is just so like, oh, I'm done with that. Like I don't
Okay.
want to create that.
That's
It's
the
more like
exact
in the
same way that
moment.
I think too. Like I
Yeah.
can I'm like,
I'm
all
not
right,
going
this
back.
this kind of sounds cool, and then I will never ever go back to that shit.
Yeah, I feel like if it doesn't stick in your head and like you never go back to it, maybe there's a reason,
There's a reason,
you
yeah.
know?
And if it
Yeah.
Yeah.
sticks in your head, you're probably gonna keep working on it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the stuff that you want to work on naturally is the result.
Yeah.
Right. This thing just banged me in the head here. Um that no, that's cool. Do you have a cuz we always talk about this like almost every single interview that we have, but like it's cool to hear what everyone thinks. Like, do you ever plan on releasing, or I think, was there a whole album that you have released, or was it just singles?
So right now I have 6 songs out. All of those songs are going to be on an album, and I'm
Okay.
finishing the album like
That's awesome.
You're doing
tomorrow.
an album.
Oh hell yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And then
Fuck
after that
yeah.
we'll
Yeah.
do
There
it.
you go.
After that we'll do another album. And then after that we'll do
Nice.
yeah, but
Everybody likes to release singles today because that's what's selling. That's what people listen to. But
so
I
yeah.
miss the days of sitting down, buying an album, and listening to it from front to back, and like the whole album
Yeah.
tells a story across the album.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. I think the singles make sense too. So I'm doing like a mix of that because a
It
bunch of
does
these singles are going to
nowadays,
be
yeah.
on it. So
I mean, you can
what
keep
I'm
releasing them as singles, but then make an album out of it.
yes, exactly. Yes, I think always just keeping in mind the next project and putting it out and not, I guess, sitting on stuff for too long is key.
Do me a favor when you come out with an album, right?
Yeah.
And you download that album, make sure you have all the lyrics and shit to it so I can
Yes.
read along with it.
Like think about like
Because I could do
Yes.
that as a kid.
I don't know how old you are, but think about like a CD. You opened it up, you had the pamphlet, it had all the
Yeah, yeah,
Cassette
lyrics
yeah.
in
tape.
it and shit. Yeah, cassette tapes had it
I
too.
collect vinyl still, so
I'm
I
I'm
I, I
going I'm
feel
There
going
that.
you go.
I'm going to
Vinyl.
CDs
Yeah.
because he looks a little younger than we are.
No,
Nah.
I collect vinyl,
So do
so
I. So do I.
I'm with it. Like I like
collecting
holding
vinyl
it.
collecting vinyl could be a young person's game too, though, because it's
It
it's
kind
it's
of is.
popular. It's
It's
popular again.
sticking.
That's the thing. It's popular again.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
sticking.
do you collect cassette tapes?
No,
See,
I
he
kind of
collects
want
cassette
to though.
tapes.
I kind of want to, man. I want a cassette tape because I used to have one as a kid. That's yeah, that's good nostalgia, and it's I
Yeah,
want
it
one.
is. It was
I
the
want a
worst.
gramophone, dude. I want that. Like I
Oh
want all that
fuck,
stuff.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was actually looking at gramophones on eBay. They're expensive.
Do you know what my dream next I don't know how I came up with this, but it's kind of an old instrument. My dream next instrument to like mess around with is a theremin. You know what those things
Oh,
are?
yeah, that
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, where like you're controlling the level with this hand and
yeah,
then you're
yeah,
like
yeah.
controlling the volume. Yeah, I want that. I want to like create like alien sounds and shit. Like that's what I want to do. So,
If you ever get good at that, we need to collab something
yeah. Yeah, that's
and make
like
it.
I like weird stuff like that. It sounds cool.
I want to make the most depressing song ever with a theremin. And I've always said that. I don't know why, but like I think that would be the
If
fucking
anybody would do it, it
end.
would be you.
I think either way, if you have a theremin, you're just dope. Like you're just a cool dude.
Right,
Like if
right. Like
anybody's like, I have a fucking theremin, I'm
you know how
like,
much
you're
pussy
cool, man.
theremin will get you?
Yeah, like come on, dude. Like, yeah.
Hey
I, I
baby,
don't know if it goes that far.
I got a theremin.
Most women would be like, "What the fuck is a theremin?"
Doesn't matter, let's fuck.
Yeah,
No.
most people I think would be spooked by that, but I think that's cool. Like I
No,
like that.
yeah,
Let's spook
it's
some people, you
a
know? Let's do
crazy
it.
it's a
Yeah.
crazy tool to have,
Yeah.
especially if you learn it right. Like it's a crazy tool to have in your back pocket. Like a lot of people don't even know what that is, and you bring that shit
Yeah.
out, and it's just like,
Exactly.
Oh yeah, no.
You're yeah.
When you see it for the first time, you're like, "What the fuck is happening?"
My
yeah,
mind was blown. I swear I saw a video. This girl was like looping with the theremin and she was like singing over it. And I was in awe. I was like,
yeah,
this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. So yeah,
yeah.
that's on
That's
my list.
I would love to play that, but I can't even learn piano. I just it doesn't even. I can't get it. I don't know why.
Learn some hot cross buns or
I can
something like
I
that.
can't even do that.
Yeah, there.
Chopsticks. Chopsticks.
Chopsticks.
Chopsticks
Yeah.
can't even do. I can play guitar, bass, but that's about it. Um. So are you planning on doing anything with a band, or is it just like
Yeah, yeah.
do you play live?
So here's my thing. For me, it's all about ROI. I could go out, you know, play these like small shows, put the band together. Like I said, I know my drummer who's the producer,
Yeah.
he would come in. I have a friend who could play guitar with me, who's like my friend, you know, my brother from another mother. I know bass player. So like for that, I think it just has to be about the right timing and just making sure there's ROI for everybody. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Because like this is all out of my pocket. Like everything that I do is
Yeah,
like
of course.
I
Yeah.
invest and like I'm like if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do balls to the walls. But yes, hell yes. Like I want to do that and like really bring this to the next level. I have the resources to, um, but I just want to gather all that material and just be able to hammer it the right way.
Yeah. Have you played live
Yeah,
or
yeah,
yeah, with like
yeah.
all
Just
your buddies that like
so I've like growing up, I have like in bands and stuff
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. But within this iteration, I've done like literally just me and like a drum machine and like all this stuff. Like I did it that way and was like, this is terrible. Like I hate this. I
Well,
have to
yeah,
do everything.
I've seen shows like that before where like the person does it all by themselves and it can turn out real nice. But
It's
it
nice.
is a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's just not fun. It's just
No.
like it's too much and it's just it's a different vibe and I don't know. I feel like it takes off a lot of the pressure and that traditional, you know, playing with people. Nothing's gonna beat that.
Yeah.
Um, so
Yeah. And when you play with others too, you guys kind of like gel off each other and feed each
yeah,
other's energy. So it makes a difference for sure. Yeah.
yeah, and the presence is unmatched. Like the presence that you get with a band, you know, just like going to shows, like you don't get that with just one person, or at least I haven't seen it. You know, that
Yeah.
energy.
Yeah, I mean it's another thing when you're playing like especially live like because I played acoustic shows and I've played in a band, and it's just that it's another thing when you're just playing live. It doesn't even matter to me really, like whether I'm playing with a band or acoustic. It's just that thing that you're getting your emotions out, and other
Yeah.
people, and even with cover songs, like it's the same fucking thing. Like you're getting your emotions out and people can feel exactly what you're feeling.
Or not at all. See, that's the thing. It's or you can play, and this has happened to me too, and you just get stone faced and like you get no energy and
Oh,
Y-
nobody's feeling your
yeah, that's
energy.
no,
I've
So
gotten a lot of
he's
that.
had that too. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
I've
So
gotten a
like
lot of that too. Yeah, so it's
yeah, no, but I feel you. There's an energy that you get, that nervousness, and like honestly, when you play, like if I'm playing here, just like shooting the shit, like I'm comfortable. I'm in my pocket, like I could. But like when you're on stage, dude, it is a whole nother, like
oh,
nothing
for
feels the
sure.
same. Your hands don't feel the same. You're like, why am I playing? Like it's just like a whole different ball game.
Sometimes I'll come out of a show or whatever I'm doing, and I'll be like, what the fuck did I just play? I don't even remember
Yeah,
doing that. Like, but
yeah,
even like going back to your like with Stoneface, like if I see that in a crowd, or in a crowd of like Matt and his girlfriend, like I that's the only people that come to see me. Like I'll just get in my own head
You
and I'll
get like
just say
three or
like,
four more people.
but
but
that yeah,
like
that's the tough thing. That's why I would rather play for people I don't know, like 10 to 15
that's
people I
yeah,
don't know,
exactly,
than two to
exactly.
three people that I know. Like I don't want that because then
Right.
it's like you're almost like it's like, oh, poor him. Like we're the only people that came to see him
I
kind of
mean,
thing,
when I come and
Like,
see him, I give him the stone face look too. So
Yeah, it's fucking motherfucker.
but no, I think it's a mixed bag. And I think like honestly, if I'm getting stone faces, like, or like I don't like your vibe, I'll rub it in. I'll play my music a little louder. I'll crank the distortion a little louder, and you'll hear me regardless.
oh, he's good
You
at
know,
feeding.
like,
He's good at feeding off crowd energy too. I mean, there was an acoustic show
yeah.
he was playing once where a guy was like, "Can you play something more depressing?" And
Oh yeah, you
he just made up the most depressing song in the world on the spot.
Yeah.
yeah. You're like, damn, I didn't know you had this side of you, man.
Yeah.
You get like crazy depressing. Yeah.
Fuck these
Yeah.
people. That's what I say.
No, but those people have never, that's the thing. Those people have never gone up and like, how I was saying some people aren't themselves, like they've never gone out of their comfort zone. The
No.
people that are
No.
doing that, like to me, they're squares.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
don't, you haven't stepped foot. What are you contributing? Because if you did, then you wouldn't be doing that. You just
Correct.
wouldn't. Because
Yeah.
you know what it's like to be that vulnerable and like put yourself out there. So
And
yeah, I
man,
don't have sympathy for them.
that's why we fucking even started doing this podcast, because there's a lot of music and there's a lot of shit that like come out nowadays that's like just the same old shit,
Yeah.
regurgitated shit, and all these people like try their asses off to get their music out there, and there's a couple platforms and that will
Yeah.
do it, and that's why we try to do it in like kind of a different way, and like take all these guys that do this shit and like around the world. It doesn't even fucking matter what genre of music it is, like you put your heart and soul into music, and it's just like you got to fucking do this, you got to promote, you got to do this, what
Yeah.
can you do to and that's why we do this, like like
Yeah.
the fucking interviews and shit, and like so you guys have like a something that has like something that you can put out there and say, hey, I've done this and done that, and put it
Yeah.
even in your EPKs and shit like that. So it's like we totally respect what you and other people do, because we've been there, and it's a long run,
Oh
man.
yeah,
Like it's
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it takes all your heart and
it's a long
emotions.
road to get your name out to a few people.
But
That's the
here's the
thing,
thing, like even if you're getting a few people, you're doing it. Like,
for
and
sure.
that's what kind of what I'm saying, where it's like we're all about this end goal, not realizing we're doing like I'm a artist making
Oh
stuff like
yeah,
I believe you're doing it and you're in motion. And
Yeah.
that's what's the most important thing is if you're doing something and if you're in motion, that's it. Like even if it like messes up, who gives a shit?
Right.
Like you're
Yeah.
still doing it. Like you're still like you're not gonna like look like 10 years down the line and be like, oh, I didn't do it. It's like who
Yeah.
gives a shit if I even make it? Like I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
like it's going down regardless. So
You're putting
yeah.
your heart on your sleeve and you're
Yeah.
fucking giving it to the world. Really. I
Hmm.
mean, you're putting it on the internet. You're giving it to the world
Yeah.
with all your emotions and every creativity in your body, and you're putting it out all out there.
Yeah.
And to me, that is 100% like fucking respect for anyone
Yeah. No, I
doing it.
appreciate
Like,
that. Yeah.
like you know, someone especially like you, because I'll like I said, I dissect lyrics and I'll look at lyrics, and like I could tell you put emotion in your songs, and I
Yeah.
could tell it's about something that actually happened in
Yeah.
your life. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
definitely influence. Yeah, yeah, and I always liked like horror and like dark shit. It's just
yeah.
always been stuff that I'm into. Like
Oh,
I
me
love
too.
horror movies.
Yeah, me too.
Um, I was shown The Shining at 5 years old, so
Yeah,
like I was just like like that was my shit. So like I feel like I've always wanted to go down that path, but I've kind of been afraid to because people are gonna say exactly what you said. Oh, like there's this depressing dude. Like you want to say like, but like. I like that stuff.
right.
So to me, it's like, why am I gonna let some dude I don't know influence what I'm making? Like I like that dark stuff. I have
Yeah,
fun doing it.
right.
So why even like why hold that back? You
No,
know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck them. That
Yeah.
that's the end goal, is like, and that's how I think, it doesn't always have to be dark, but like that dark music is what you kind of let out, and
Yeah.
you kind of let, like, this is, like I said, like, you put
Like
your heart
dark and
on your
depressing
sleeve.
music is like the best music.
Yeah.
Music doesn't have to make you feel good. It has to make you feel.
That's it.
Like
Well, look at
And
the
it
that
is,
that's
the stronger it makes you feel, the better it is.
yeah, if you feel like disturbed, you listen to something disturbed and like you're like in a mind state, that's good music, dude. Like
Yeah.
that affected you. Like,
look at
and like
look at the
yeah.
blues, man. I mean, that's what that was kind of all built off of.
Yeah.
The
It's a
blues was
dark
all fucking
times.
dark shit, and it was like, but it makes you feel good at the same time.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, so
Yeah. Yeah, I'm about that.
but I'm going to New York actually, and
Oh, nice.
in
Definitely hit me up, man.
yeah, I'm
I
gonna
don't. Why are you looking at me? I don't know.
in early April, so I'm gonna stay at your house, is what I'm
Dude,
saying.
definitely hit me up. Dude, definitely. Where are you going in New York?
He's like, hotels are expensive. I'm coming over.
We're coming into LaGuardia, I think it's called
Oh,
LaGuardia
Yeah,
yeah,
the
nice.
Airport.
airport. Yeah.
And
Nice.
then we're staying, I don't know, we're gonna be like 8 minutes away from Strawberry Fields, because I'm a big John Lennon fan. So where is that shit, that
Oh,
park?
I think I know the really old bar where they all
Um
played. Maybe not.
maybe. What
I
park is that
I
called?
don't know. I don't know.
It's fucking
You know, I'm not a
Not
big movie guy.
CBGB's or anything
no,
like
not,
that.
I do want to check that out though.
Well, it's
But
not there anymore, I don't think.
oh, okay. Well, I don't
Yeah.
want to check that out though. But I do want to check out
Yeah,
where that
fuck
used
that
to be.
place.
Fuck, you know what? Fuck them for
Fuck
making me think that they're
CBGB's,
there.
god damn it.
No, but we'll be, what the fuck? The park. The fucking park.
Central Park.
Central
Central
Park.
Park. Very
That's
nice.
We're like
Very
8 minutes away
nice.
from there.
Very nice. Yeah, yeah,
So we'll
yeah.
be there for a little bit.
What
Yeah,
what
yeah, but
park are you talking about?
I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, I'm
You
going there with me and my wife and my kids. But yeah, if you want to meet us there for like a
absolutely
beer or something, I'd be
down.
down. But yeah, so we're going there in April. So
You would like if you're into like more like the underground music and stuff like that, you probably like Brooklyn.
oh yeah,
Um yeah, there's a lot of music that comes out of Brooklyn. A lot of
okay,
music that comes out of like everybody's migrated to the Williamsburg area.
yeah, yeah,
Um
yeah,
it's like the quote unquote hipster scene or but yeah, a lot of good music comes out of that. It's definitely got that grimy vibe to it, Brooklyn.
yeah,
But I kind of like it I kind of like it like that. That
yeah.
Gotham
So do
City
I.
vibe at times,
Yeah,
So it's cool. It's cool.
yeah. I'm excited.
Yeah. but
All
then
right.
I'll have to make it out to Chicago and have a
Yeah,
Malort.
come on out.
Yeah, come out in the spring or the fall.
Well, that's how it is for New York.
Yeah, but winter is terrible here, and so is the middle of summer.
Yeah,
We got 1 minute and 30 seconds left. So, where promotional stuff.
yeah.
So where
Let's
can we
promote.
find your shit? Where can we find like any stuff that we can get?
Any
T-shirts,
songs, merch,
merchandise.
if you're doing any shows anywhere, name it.
So we're not even there yet, but I want everybody to go to at Eric Sleeper Music. That's my Instagram. You can find me on Spotify, YouTube, any platform that you can name. Definitely listen to my new single, Run. Yeah, I plan to have merch. I plan to rev it up, but I'm in that build up stage. Trust me, I'll get there. I'll have that merch link for you. But I also have really dope ideas for t-shirts. But yeah, go to those.
Cool, buddy.
Beautiful.
Well, again, visit Eric Sleeper on Spotify. Awesome music. Especially for me, I dug into the lyrics. I fucking loved them, man. Keep on doing what you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah,
Honestly,
this is a
like
long haul thing.
Yep.
you'll get there, dude. Let me know when you're in Chicago. I'll let you know what. Yeah, we'll have a fucking beer.
I'll have a beer with you, dude.
Yeah, we'll have a beer together. I'll hit you up, man. But
No doubt.
yeah, dude. Thanks a lot for joining us tonight.
And I'm
And
glad that your wife is okay. That's
yeah, yeah,
the
that's
big
it.
thing.
Yeah, thanks, man.